Oh, it's wacky. Absolutely. But unfortunately, I think she did believe it. And again, Isaac picked particular people that he could manipulate. And I understand that it's really hard for people to understand sometimes, like, why would she believe this crazy stuff? But when you are separated and alone with this individual who's constantly manipulating, coercing, gaslighting you, you lose all sense of yourself, and you also lose really your ability to think for yourself and make good decisions. And so you just start to believe what this person is telling you because you think that's really your only option, and you kind of feel like you're too dumb to figure things out anyway, so you're going to rely on this person who you love and who you believe loves you. That's what I am hearing as well, Cody, and something that I wasn't aware of that she just mentioned was that phone call kind of in the middle of everything, and I think the jury might have some trouble with that because they're going to potentially see that as, well, wasn't that her opportunity to snap out of it? If she was in some kind of psychosis, having her husband call, wouldn't that have been her opportunity to say, please help me, I'm doing something crazy, I don't know what's going on? So that's going to be a tough one to get around, I think. She actually looked at places to go that were far enough away to give her time, and places that maybe they wouldn't normally order takeout. So I think the prosecution has done a great job to show that planning piece of it. And so now the experts have to tell us, is that possible to do in the middle of this postpartum psychosis?
Because a lot of people think, well, what are they trying to hide? They must be hiding something if they went and got an attorney. And I just want to say, no.
Because I know this judge was very adamant previously about no more continuances. And he had said that, and that we were moving forward today. So this has got to be something pretty significant, or at least that he doesn't want to be significant on appeal, that he would agree to this at this point. I think given the right experts, the defense could get over that hump. I think there's a few things that those experts really need to hone in on to make the jury comfortable with believing that she was dealing with psychosis. Things like the pre-planning, sending Patrick out, and for me, most importantly, it would be that phone call in the middle of the act, because for me, as a layperson, you think if you're hearing voices and you're fixated on doing this act, you're not going to pick up the phone in the middle of it to talk to Patrick. So I think, though, if the experts can explain all that sufficiently, the defense has a great chance. I think the drugs overall are important, Ted, because it will give a better look at what she was potentially taking and then what she took that particular night. So it sounds like, just from the information we heard from this witness, that she really didn't take a bunch of medication because those levels would have been much higher. They've got to show that Sarah Grace was the one that did this and maybe had a hand in it. I mean, there could always be a second suspect, right? I guess that would be a twist that we didn't see coming. But I think the biggest hurdle for the prosecution is looking at this teenage girl and getting people to believe that she was able to shoot her parents, or her mom and stepdad, to death in their home and then allow her 5-year-old sister to find them. It's not a bad strategy because a lot of people are very frustrated with the doctors that they deal with and the healthcare system in our country in general. So I don't think that's completely a bad idea, but it needs to be balanced with what her records are going to tell us. So if we see something different from the records and hear something different from her treating physicians, then I think that's going to play very poorly for the defense because it will look like an excuse.
Yeah.